I felt like a fraud. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to the channel. I don't know what weigh-in week we're on, which explains a lot how the last couple of weeks have gone. The reason I haven't uploaded in the last week is because if I uploaded what I ate in a day last week, I would have been a fraud, because it would have been one day out of 7 days which I was on plan. So I decided just to not upload foodie content last week, because I haven't been doing well on plan. My mind has been scrambled when it comes to food. Honestly, it really has. I do not know what direction to go in, and I would love any advice, but let's talk through. Slimming World working for me. Honestly, it's probably just because I'm having a wobble, and I probably just need to have a chat with myself and get myself on plan. I don't know if I go back to calorie counting, I'll say, oh, it's the weigh-in everything, it's too hard work. I didn't go to weigh-in this week. Dan told me to, but I was like, I can't. I physically can't. So, I mean, oh, where do I even start? Okay, so I do believe there's something which has been contributing a little bit to me being a little bit inconsistent certain times of the month, shall we say. So, we had, last week was the week before my period, and this week was my period. And the reason why that has something to do with like how things have been going, weight loss and everything else in general, is a few weeks ago I went to the doctors because I was struggling with my mental health. I try and be as open as I can about it because I want other people to be open about it, so I kind of got to set an example really. But since having Henry over 5 years ago, I did struggle with postnatal depression, and then I have blips sometimes, and I was having a bit of a blip. So I went to the doctors, and I've spoke about believing I have ADHD because of the way that my mind works. So I went to the doctors to discuss how things were going. She said that could be an option, but there's no point in exploring it because I'd be on a 3-year waiting list. And we went through all the symptoms that I was having, and I was explaining that sometimes it can be really extreme, where I feel like I'm paralyzed, like I physically can't get up and do anything. It's such a strange feeling. Now I have to, but it's like I do the bare minimum because it's like my mind is telling my body that like I can't do anything. I'm so exhausted, I'm so tired, I'm so emotionally drained, and then I get down, and then I eat rubbish, and I binge on things, and it becomes like a cycle. So we went through it in detail about how things have been going, and she diagnosed me with PMDD, which I've only, since she diagnosed me, trying to do a little bit of research. Basically it's like a really extreme version of PMS, and it's like you have something in your brain where when your body releases a certain hormone when it's your cycle and just before your cycle, and it doesn't like it, and it kind of has a reaction, and it causes all these things to go on in your body, in your mind, physical, mental symptoms. Yeah, there's quite a lot to it, which kind of gave me a bit more understanding. Now the reason I mention it is because obviously last week and this week has been the times where it is worse for me because my PMDD, and Dan said to me about going to weigh-in this week, and he was like, come on, you didn't go last week, you need to go. And I was like, I mentally can't go. Like, I know, and I think having that diagnosis as well gave me an understanding of why I feel like this at that time of the month. And I was like, I had to think of myself first and not think about weight or thinking about letting anybody down online or anything like that. And I was just like, I can't do it. I can't go. I mentally can't cope with what's said because I know I've not done well, and I just couldn't do it. Food wise, I have been really good over the last few years of like not getting into like binge episodes, which I'm really proud of. But I still do get that time where it's that time of month, and I opened the was it celebrations quality streets, and I put on my Instagram like, how long will these last? And everyone was like, not long, and I was like, they'll last till Christmas, and they didn't. So I opened them, and I had a few of them, but that was kind of it. But I felt like I needed that hit of sugar. So it's kind of explained a little bit like when I get to this where I'm like, my motivation goes. Weight loss wise, I don't have the mental capacity to kind of deal with it. I just kind of think, and I know that eating well is going to help me. And this is the thing, when you look into your mental health, one of the best things that you can do is eat healthy and exercise. And that is what I've got to think to myself, because in my mind I was thinking, I'm going back to calorie counting, but I know if I do, I won't choose the right foods. And it's not the way I'm trying to look at this now for my own mental sanity, is it's not about weight. And it's hard because I don't like the way that I look, I don't like the way that my body looks, but I'm trying to, my radiator's making a noise, but I'm trying to get out of that headspace and for it to be more about making my body and my mind feel healthy and happy. Now I'm thinking of potentially moving back to online instead of group, because I don't feel like group is the right headspace for me, especially because I have these odd weeks where I'm not doing great, and stepping on the scales and being like, oh, not had a great week, have ya? Is like, I don't need that drama from you. So yeah, I'm a bit like, I don't know whether it's the right place for me to be, and I still want to stick to the plan, so I am thinking potentially moving back online. Now I haven't been to group. This is gonna be, is it gonna be my second week or third week? Second week. I've not been to, yes, it'll be my second week not being to group, because I thought if I go on Saturday I'm gonna have to pay two weeks worth. So I think what I will probably do is, instead of going back, I'll just join online. A bit cheeky, but it is what it is, isn't it? And then just get back on track myself, find my scales out, and maybe I will do monthly weigh-ins. So I will kind of try and work out when my cycle is and make sure I'm not weighing around that time, just so it doesn't have too much of a negative impact of how I believe my journey is going. So I think what I'm going to really try focus on over the next few weeks is kind of just building that relationship with food, taking the pressure off of being like, sometimes what I think is when I'm on Slimming World, I think, well, the more food I'm eating, the more weight I'm gonna gain. So I'll think, I don't want to fill up too much on too much pasta. I don't want to fill up on too much fruit or yogurt, because it's gonna make me put weight on, because I'm very conscious of what calories are in it. And I kind of need to get that out of my mind a bit and think to myself, if I'm hungry, I need to eat, okay? And I need to make the right choices, but I need to fuel my body. And that's what it's kind of for me, of just trying to get in this better headspace with food. So I'm kind of not sure what I'm going to do weigh-in wise going forward. It might be more of a monthly weigh-in update, because I just think, let's build a healthy relationship with food. I feel like that's what we all need to focus on. And I think once we've cracked that code, it will naturally just start to come off, because you're not putting yourself under the pressure. And I do find it's like, when you go to group this time of year, it's like you get your little Christmas baubles. It's like, what weight do you want to be before Christmas? And it's very focused on that. And it's good to set goals, but maybe have different kind of goals in mind. Whereas if you do struggle with like binge eating or anything like that, maybe your goal is, you know, to try and reduce that, or try and have less takeaways, or try and have a full week where you stick within your sin allowance, or a full week where you make sure you have your 5 a day, or whatever it is. It just doesn't have to be always weight focused. It could be like it could be like you've come to the end of the week and you're like, do you know what, I feel really mentally good. I don't know if I've lost weight, but I feel really happy and content with what I've eaten and how I feel in myself this week. And I'm really going to focus on trying to build that into me, but also build that more into my channel, because I do believe a lot of social media can be very focused on, this is what I eat in a day to look like this. This is what I eat in a day to get a six-pack. Definitely not got a six-pack. A six-pack of rolls maybe. But I think it's very focused on that. And I kind of want it to bring the channel back to being like just a really safe place where we enjoy our favourite meals, our favourite recipes, and it just being really hearty and welcoming, and just I mean, it's a great community anyway. I feel a bit bad because I've kind of not been as present as I usually am on here, like with comments and videos and things like that, and it's just I've just been in my head quite a bit. But I want you guys to know that I appreciate all of you so much, and YouTube has always been the platform that I feel the most comfortable being myself. I feel so comfortable being vulnerable because I get the support from you all. So please never feel like I take you for granted, because I think all you guys are so amazing, and you just feel like a part of like my friends and my family to me. So I just, even if I'm not as present as I usually am, please know that I'm always reading your comments, and they always mean so much to me, and I'm going to try my hardest to keep on top of them and to try and keep up to date with my uploads. I'm going to try and get like a schedule where I have certain days that I upload on, and I actually brought myself a planner today to try and get planned, because I've also started a UGC project, which is nothing to do with YouTube or anything like that. It's just kind of making content for brands, and then I don't put it on any of my social medias. I kind of just sell it to them. So I've been doing a portfolio this week, so I've kind of been busy on that side as well. I'm just trying to make an income for my family, basically. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't have childcare, and I'm just trying to support my family as best as I can, and I'm trying like every single thing to try and do that. So yeah, that's my next kind of mission. I love creating videos, so if I can try and do that, and then if friends like it, then hopefully that's something we can go down. I feel like this video has been very, I don't know, but I felt like I just wanted to sit down and have a catch up with you guys. We're going to be back to videos next week, and I'm going to sit down this evening and write out a planner of what videos and things. So any ideas you've got, let me know in the comments. And my battery's flashing because I've been filming other videos today as well. And so I will catch you in the next one. Take care everybody, bye bye.